What is up, everybody? This is Rob the Vaper, and today we have a review of an RDA straight out of China. It's an authentic, and it's from Ivogo. It is called the Evil Monk, and I almost forgot the name. The Evil Monk, you guys might have heard of. It's doing the rounds on the reviewer circuit at the minute. Vaping with Vic did a good video explaining the drama surrounding it, and also Matt from Suck My Mod did a great video explaining the same thing. I am not going to talk about it because personally it doesn't really interest me. Whatever, I'm vaping, I don't care. So with that in mind, let's give a little bit of a talk about the Evil Monk. So the main thing that separates the Evil Monk from other RDAs is it's a postless design. There are other postless design RDAs, but not very many, and this one does it pretty well. So that means that your deck is completely postless. Look at that. So that's weird, and at first when I got it I was like, this is going to be tough to build on, this is going to leak a lot, but I didn't have any issues. So it's 316 stainless steel, 22mm in diameter, 40mm in height without the drip tip. Unique non-post design. It's not that unique, but it's unique enough. Bottom airflow control with 4 big airflow holes, 510 threading, peak insulated, easy to do dual or quad coil, brass silver plated contact pin, so you've got decent connectivity, white Delrin drip tip, and the 510 adapter. And it's 100% authentic. So this is one of the new authentics from China that are coming out. So we have Watofo making them, Infinite are making them. Who else have we got? Unisig, who do the mutation. So we're getting all these authentics coming from China, which is good news for the consumer because their prices are lower. Why are their prices lower? Because they're able to mass produce these things in big factories, and it's just like a much quicker process. Happy days, right? So yeah, Lewis from Ivogo reached out to me and sent me this for review. So thank you, Lewis. So that means I have no monetary attachment to this product. So, you know, it's easier for me to review, I feel. And in the box, which we will show you guys, it's got your Delrin adapter, screwdrivers, you know, yada, yada, yada. But how does it vape? Well, let's give it a little rundown. The vape's really good. The flavour is very good. It's not super flavour chaser. No, it's not. It's the vapour is very good and the flavour is very good for a smaller atomizer. It does get a little bit hot when you use it a lot, but the Delrin drip tip keeps it nice and cold. But the actual unit itself gets quite warm when used in a sort of chain vaping situation, I guess you could say. But I really do dig it. So without the posts and with the under coil airflow, I sort of said to myself, this is going to get really leaky. But it doesn't. If you wick it correctly, it won't at all. So my build on here right now is 0.43 ohms. I'm at 27 watts, and my battery's about to die. It will probably die in this video. But yeah, it's a solid RDA. It does not leak that much at all, which is really strange. So basically, I'll show you guys how to wick it. You want to use a lot of cotton, and you want to cram the deck with cotton. And then you can, to be honest, I didn't even notice the difference of having no sort of drip well, I guess you could say, liquid well. It just, to me, performed the very same as any other RDA. So, you know, as a matter of fact, less leaky than some of the other bottom airflow RDAs. How that works, I'm not quite sure, because as you can see, the airflow, you know, is under coil. And yeah, it just doesn't leak. So this can be done in dual coil or quad coil. Personally, I'm not really a fan of quad coil. I never really build with it. I imagine that it would be quite hot under the hood if you were doing quad coil. So I made some beefy coils with some thick Kanthal, stuck them in there. I don't think I'll do a build in this video for you guys because it takes so much time. But what I will do is I'll yank the coils out. I'll show you guys about the size of the legs you need for your coils and stuff like that. But it's really simple to build on. It was my first attempt. I was able to build on it without issue, and also my first attempt I was able to wick it successfully. And I'm by no means an RDA expert, so all in all, pretty easy RDA to get used to, despite its design change from traditional RDAs. And it's nice. It is good. Flavor is very good for a smaller RDA like this. A few little issues that I want to talk about, and I hope Ivogo listen to these complaints that I have that make it just a little bit annoying. Postless is fine. Drip, there's no leaking. It's fine. Problems. One, I don't really like this screwy cap, the top part there. It's fussy. Sometimes, you know, it's fussy, right? So when you put that back on, I know I'm not in focus now, but I'm just illustrating for you guys. So when you put that back on, as you can see, the threading is a bit awkward, but let's get that on. Come on. You can do this, Rob. But once you get it on, it's quite smooth, but sometimes those take a few tries. The other issue is that it needs more O-rings or something to keep it more stable. This top cap here, this whole part, I guess you wouldn't call it the top cap, but it doesn't really stay on there very well at all. You know, if you are trying to screw your atomizer onto your unit, your mod, it will turn the airflow, and then you might, you know, sometimes you might get lucky. Other times it will knock it off. Right now it's not right. So, you know, when you're turning it down, it moves the airflow a bit too much for my liking. And that's probably due to the fact that there's only one O-ring, so there isn't much resistance. But aside from the issues, it's a very enjoyable vape and a very good, affordable atomizer. Let me just check on Ivogo's website. Let's see if they have a price up here. I'm not sure if they do, but we will check that out for sure. I'm over 18, I think, anyway, last time I checked, and yeah, let's check this out. The Evil Monk, and it doesn't have a price on it, so, but I would imagine that this would retail for about $25, you know, something like that. That's where I would imagine that this will be selling for. And yeah, great little atomizer. So, you know, I enjoy it. I think that the postless design is worth checking out if you're an enthusiast, which most of you guys are if you're watching this video. It's definitely worth checking out. It doesn't leak that much, and the only issues I had were just things like the airflow chamber moving when I was screwing it down or anything like that. You know, just little small issues that aren't really a big deal, but they should be revised in the next version of this product or any other, because it's a bit loosey-goosey of a fit on there. It's a little bit loosey-goosey. So yeah, guys, Evil Monk, let's rate it out of 10. 7 or an 8, somewhere around that mark. Flavor is good, vapor is very good. I'm a fan of undercoil airflow. I'm a fan of all those type of things. So yeah, around that mark somewhere. You know, it's a solid RDA. There's not many points that I can really say negative things about it on. And yeah, I enjoy it. So let's take it down low. We will do the unboxing, and I'll show you guys my wicking setup, and I might even bust out the coils and show you guys the sort of length of my leads on my coils. Here we go, guys, and this is how you will see your Evil Monk when you buy one. It comes in a box like this. Nice little box, simple, clear plastic. It's got a little sticker on either side there. And yeah, it's decent. It's a nice box to put all your vape crap in, right? You could use it to store stuff, RDAs, whatever. So yeah, so you get this little cardboard box which says Evil Monk non-post design. You have your little information thing on the back there, which is nice. And yeah, inside you've got your screws, you've got your Allen key and your 510 drip tip adapter right there as well. So yeah, happy days. And you also get a spare O-ring, which is always nice because I use liquid that chews up that shit. So yeah, so here we go guys, let's just take this out, give you guys a run around of it. Here's the unit, very small juice well, so my coils and my wick are all crammed in there. I'm going to yank those wicks out to give you guys a look. And then here is the inside of the chamber and your little airflow slots. So you can open it right up or you can close off some slots. And yeah, and so this is the Delrin drip tip, which is quite wide bore, and that will unscrew, and then you can put your 510 in there if you want, if you really want the 510. And if my camera wants to focus, son of a bitch. And now watch, when I go to manual focus, it will focus. Oh, maybe it won't. So yeah, we need to change that. And there we go. And yeah, so drip tip, all looks clean, very nicely machined, smooth, as I've come to expect from the Chinese Authentics. They're not, you know, super precise, but they're pretty damn good. So yeah, much better quality than, like, say, the Chinese clones that you guys would have come to know from Fast Tech and places like that. So yeah, this is the way I put the cotton in, guys. I just basically get as much as I can fit in there, and that way then that covers up the holes on the deck for the airflow, and that will reduce your chance of leaking quite a lot. So that's how that works for me, and you know, to that effect, I don't get leaks. So, you know, all I can say is, well, it works for me. So if it works for me, it's probably going to work for you guys too. 3mm coils, I think I've got, maybe, yeah, 3mm. Let's yank this cotton out, get this nasty stuff out, and I think I'll put a temp control build in this next. So there you go guys, you can see the deck, your airflow holes and stuff. Let me just clean this up a little bit here because it's a bit nasty, so we'll give it a clean. And yeah, I knocked over one of the coils. Yeah, but let's check this out. So here's the deck. The coils have gone wonky on me now at the minute because I knocked one over with my ham hands. But yeah, you've got your airflow. This center strip here, right? This is your positive right here. So if I can illustrate that, let me see. Where are my aha? Here we go. Let me get this out. Uno momento. Technical difficulties. Right. So let's unscrew this first. And I'm going to clear off the deck for you guys so you guys can see what's going on here. And I can show you guys a little bit better how to build on this. But very easy, guys. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's something that you'll probably get in like your first or second attempt, to be honest. I think Vic has a build video. If you guys want to do that, go over to Vic. I like spreading the love. Vic is not as lazy as I am, so happy days. Let's get this greasy ass juice off of here and take out this guy too. Like so. So yeah, it's pretty easy to build. You stick your Allen keys in. As you can see what I'm doing here, guys, I'm turning the screws inside using an Allen key to take out the coil, which is also obviously how you're going to tighten it up too. And it's still being a bitch. So let's try and get that done. There we go. Alright. You're going to come out for me? Yep, there we go. That coil is probably going to end up in my ass if I sit down, because it's on my chair now. Right, so, positive, this strip here, positive. You can see there's a clear distinction, a line, and then there's your negatives here, here and here, sorry. Positives here and here. Airflow, there and there and there. So basically your coils are going to be sort of facing this way and this way. And yeah, if you're doing quad, then you can work it out that way too. So yeah, guys, pretty nice deck, pretty clean. As you can see, there's no sort of juice well as such, which is why you sort of have to make it with your cotton. Ivogo design, 330. Happy days. So that's it, guys. That's the deck. The wicking, you guys seen how I did the wicking? That's kind of what way you want it. You want to cram your deck. But yeah, I've been Rob the Vaper. Haters catch the vapors. Thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see y'all later.